Dana White provided an update on Tom Aspinall and what's next for him. Speaking to Jim Rome, Dana said, "Devastated. I was devastated. When you're the main event and it's heating up and it looks like it's going to be a really good fight, and then it ends with an eye poke, and that's how the fight ends. It's brutal. He's at home. He's recovering. As soon as he's able to fight again, we'll book the rematch with Ciryl Gane. I mean, as far as I know, we haven't heard that there's anything. He doesn't have a detached retina. There's no damage to the eye. He should heal up soon and we'll figure out when we can make the fight again." Jon Jones says he wants to apologize to Dana White for how the Tom Aspinall situation played out. Jon is really pushing to be on that White House card.
I think my most immediate goal is to try to be on the White House card. And
you talking to Dana? How's he feeling?
You know, I'm giving Dana his space. You know, Dana has changed my life.
Yes, he
has changed my life. He's changed my children's lives.
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful to him. And we had a verbal agreement that didn't go over well. Nothing was finalized. I do admit guilt, not guilt, but I was wrong.
You'll make it right at the White House.
The way things went down, I was wrong, and I wish that I could see him face to face and just apologize to him, and so that we can let bygones be bygones and get back to making some major money for the sport and really entertaining these fans. When he's feeling me, I think I'm one of his favorite fighters. Yeah. When he's not feeling me, I'm probably the reason why he has a bald head.
Daniel Cormier and Michael Bisping have both weighed in on Jon Jones' recent comments about Tom Aspinall. Jon appeared on the No Scripts podcast this week, where he called Tom a quitter after his no contest with Ciryl Gane due to an eye poke, and even labeled him as a one-trick pony. DC thinks Jon may have been too harsh on Tom. On his YouTube channel, DC said when Jon Jones is getting called a duck, when Jon Jones is getting told that Tom Aspinall is the guy to beat him, he's sitting back hoping that something happens to give him a reason to go out and downplay that. We spoke about it prior to the fight. I told you guys that if Ciryl Gane won, Jon would constantly go, "That's the guy you thought would beat me?" I don't know that finish isn't more satisfying to a guy like Jones, because now he can almost guess what would have happened even if it might not be true. Make no mistake about it, Ciryl Gane was finding a lot of success in round 1, more than many people thought he was going to, but Ciryl could have either continued to build, or Tom could have completely settled himself and turned that around. Guys, that was a 4-minute round of a fight. They did not fight a long enough fight to really form an opinion. You couldn't really form an opinion as strongly as so many have. I think the reason they've formed an opinion in the strong way that they did is that they've never seen Tom struggle at all. Jones said in that fight he was able to pick up on a lot of his patterns. Again, guys, it was 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We don't know what the next 21 minutes would have looked like. We just don't. But we as fighters, when we are watching someone that's a potential opponent, or someone that becomes your opponent, you look for holes. You don't give them credit for the things they do. And that's why I feel that the moment I started doing television in 2012, and I was tasked with calling these guys fights, and working at the desk and trying to be as neutral as I possibly could, I became a better fighter. Jones is watching Aspinall only as a potential opponent, so in that he's going, "Oh, that's bad, and this is bad. Well, he doesn't do this very well." Then he finds that one thing he can give him credit for, but everything else sucks. The jiu-jitsu sucks, the wrestling sucks. It's a good one too, but it's hard because he can't turn that off. He can't turn off that one day he might fight Aspinall. But you have to look at it with a clear mind. But again, commentary taught me that, not me the fighter, because I can never give guys credit before I started calling their fights. Maybe Tom Aspinall isn't what Jon built him up to be in his mind prior to that fight, but I don't know that we saw enough to form an opinion of his overall game in 4 minutes. It's just the truth. Is Jon Jones being a little bit too harsh? Can we really form that strong of an opinion based on 4 minutes? Does Tom Aspinall not deserve a little grace? And are we reacting only in this way because we've never seen him struggle at all? And also, how much can you struggle in 4 minutes? He had a bloody nose, and I think because he had that bloody nose, it made people feel, oh my god, this dude's in trouble. Again, still 21 minutes left in the fight. I watched Khabib Nurmagomedov lose a round to Justin Gaethje and end up submitting him afterwards and overtaking the fight. A lot can change between minute 4 and minute 7, 9, 15, 21, all the way to 25. Michael Bisping also defended Tom and thinks Jon's comments were unfair.
It's not really fair. And then he talked about the Curtis Blades fight. He said, oh, but the Curtis Blades, he didn't even try and continue. He just went straight to lying on the floor and clutching his leg and kind of howling in agony. To say that he didn't try and fight through it, it's not how these things work. You throw a kick, something happens in your knee, something breaks, a ligament tears, whatever the case is. Just because the guy didn't continue fighting doesn't make him a quitter. The man was in a tremendous amount of pain.
Max Holloway responds to Diego Lopes saying he would be his dream fight.
Dream fight is me? Rick, the way I plan on fighting, dream might come true, bro. If I step up to 50, he's a big boy. Probably be up to 55 too, so maybe.
Sean Strickland had a wholesome interaction with a fan yesterday at the UFC PI.
What's up, dude? What's your name? That's
Alex.
My man, dude. Let's go!
Say hi,
Let's go! Alex, dude. Yeah. Good job, my man. Yo, man, you made my day, bro. I love it, bro.
Ben Askren is back to training since his double lung transplant. At UFC 321, Valter Walker defeated Louis Sutherland via heel hook just 84 seconds into the first round, marking his 4th straight win by heel hook. Walker revealed that he actually cracked his fibula from a kick thrown by Sutherland during the fight, and admitted that if Sutherland had landed another kick, he likely would have lost. In an interview with MMAfighting.com, Walker said, "I felt in the fight. When he kicked me, I feel my leg broke. When he kicked me, my leg broke. And when I put it back on the ground, I felt my foot wasn't listening to me. I understand something's going wrong. This moment I said I need to go for a takedown and finish the fight fast. Because if he kicks again, I lose the fight. Because if you show you feel the pain, this guy is going to kick again. He kicked me, I felt the pain. I felt I blocked it, but I don't believe it. My bone was broken. I thought it was my muscles or something like that. I felt the pain, my leg stopped listening to me. I tried to do something and my foot doesn't listen. If you see, I shoot for the takedown, but the takedown was a little bit weird because my leg is not listening. I felt I cannot show for him that I'm feeling pain because if I show, this guy is going to believe even more in himself. If I punch you, I see you feel the pain. I'll believe even more in my power. Because of that, I tried to hide it and it worked. Nobody believed me when I said my leg was broken. My wife don't believe, my coach don't believe, because I came home, I'm walking bad, but I was walking. I moved apartments because I moved to a new apartment near my gym, like a 5-minute walk, and moved some bags, and after my wife was like, "How can you do this if your leg is broken? You don't feel pain?" I said, "I feel pain, but I just want to move to the new apartment." At first I thought I felt a lot of pain, but I tried to tell myself, ignore the pain because after 3 days you'll be normal. I slept, woke up, and my leg pain is more. I still don't believe it. Maybe it's broke. I went to the doctor and I said, "I think my leg is really broken." The doctor, when he showed me the picture, I didn't believe it. What the f***? My leg is broken? I don't want to believe that. I tried to tell myself to ignore the pain. It's going to be healed. I don't need to do surgery. I just need to put on the cast because the entire bone is not completely broken in two. If it's like that, I need to do surgery. But it's not like that. So the doctor said it's like 5 or 6 weeks for recovery, but I cannot put weight on this leg. If I put weight on the leg, maybe the bone moves and I need to do the surgery. He put the cast on and just don't need to move. I'm using crutches. That's it. I'd like to fight in December or November, but with this broken leg, it's 5 weeks. I'll probably be ready to fight in February or March. Michael Venom Page broke down the upcoming fight between Leon Edwards and Carlos Prates at UFC 322. MVP says he's interested in facing either fighter next, but he's leaning towards Leon Edwards coming out on top.
This is an exciting fight that I'm definitely going to have my eye on. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. I feel Carlos is an amazing, new, exciting fighter. Somebody I'm happy to fight. I want to fight. Leon, somebody I've already vocalized about wanting to fight just because of the magnitude of what that would mean in the UK. But them two fighting, Leon's been on a bit of a decline, but against specific style of fighters. I think, again, people are going to underestimate him because of that. So this here will be a stand-up fight. I do not see Carlos being able to even go towards the ground. But In reverse, I do feel like Leon has the better ground game, will be able to take him down, will be able to nullify him a little bit and actually beat him up on top just to slow the fight down a little bit. So I feel like it's leaning towards Leon. There could always be a surprise spinning elbow, you know, a crazy kick that Prates has the ability and the power to be able to pull off. But Leon's tough, man. He's not a person that you're gonna kill easy at all. So it's definitely heavily in his favor for me.
Jack Della Maddalena recently revealed his personal MMA Mount Rushmore.
John Jones. I put BJ Penn up there. I reckon BJ Penn was, I think GSP, BJ, John Jones, and Anderson Silva. Anderson, like those sort of. I'd probably put Anderson Silva over BJ Penn, but I think BJ Penn's like, for me, probably like fourth, just outside of those top three.
And one more?
Probably. Who next? Maybe even Fedor Emelianenko was pretty dominant, like in the time. Yeah, I probably put those
Pride
five.
days.
Yeah, he was pretty dominant.
Islam Makhachev interrupts Ali Abdelaziz's interview with Josh Thompson.
What do you guys doing? Make some barbecue, grill?
Honestly, man.
Josh, Ali is very good with his microphone.
Yes, he is. It's better than you. You're way down here.
Bro, I still learning from Ali.
You still learn it? Honestly.
Despite their bad blood, Luke Rockhold actually agrees with Sean Strickland and believes he would be the toughest test for Khamzat Chimaev in the middleweight division currently. Rockhold says Strickland isn't great on the ground, but he's difficult to hold down, which could give Khamzat problems.
Who do you think's next in line? Does he fight, Sean Strickland? Does he fight the Ryder? Does he fight Israel Adesanya? I mean, everybody's been calling out Khamzat, but who can actually?
I think it's. I hate to say it, but Strickland should win a fight, but he's probably the toughest test for him.
Wow, and I don't think you're the biggest fan of Strickland.
I'm not a fan, but he's annoyingly hard to hold down.
Sean Strickland?
Yeah.
When did you roll with him?
A couple times.
How good is he on the ground?
He's not that good on the ground, but he can get up. He just, and that's the biggest thing with Khamzat. You cannot stay.
But think about that fight, though. Think about that fight, though. If it's going to be Sean Strickland getting up over and over again, because he's not going to get tired.
Yeah.
And Khamzat not going to get tired.
Khamzat's invincible.
Khamzat, it's like he's got to get comfortable on the feet. If he can't keep a guy down, it could be tough.
What about the fact that Khamzat and Sean Strickland have trained before at Extreme Couture? Nick Sick and everything. You think that makes it worse?
That plays a role in both their heads.
Because I see Sean Strickland talking very loud.
He's talking like he knows he can do something. So we'll see.
Who's Sean Strickland?
Yeah. Do you think that's confidence? Is that to sell the fight? Sean Strickland doesn't seem scared of anybody.
No, I don't think he is. I just think that's his personality.
Paddy Pimblett accuses Ilia Topuria of stalling and refusing to sign the contract to fight him.
Just want to get a fight on. Not all Ilia's ever done is talk about me, saying I'm saying I don't deserve to fight him. And after his last fight, I get in the cage and he pushes me. Think it's happening. And now all's emerging is he's stalling. He's not saying yet to the fight. He's stalling. If I'm not lad, I just want to take an easy fight and beat me down. Step up. As Tyson said, sign the contract, big boy.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler appearing in Roadhouse 2. It says Chandler probably thought he would fight Conor in Roadhouse 2. The second one's from William. It says, I'm sure Dustin is just tolerating Chandler. We all know he can't stand that MF. And the final one's from PS9501. It says Jones talking about how overrated Aspinall's grappling is, while wanting to fight a smaller striker who was literally out-grappled by Israel Adesanya a few years ago. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.